Hey folks, it's David with UltimateDemonReview.com. I just wanted to share with you the latest update from EdwinSoft regarding Article Daemon version 2.0. As you can see, here's the new application, and it shares a very similar resemblance to Ultimate Daemon. So here you can see they have nearly the identical same ribbon, and in fact a lot of the functions in the workflow is exactly the same. So what I want to do is just kind of walk you through just some of the changes, and really what Article Daemon is it basically is it's built on the same engine as Ultimate Daemon, but you just have restricted access, right? So here you have your article task, and it's really the same way, same easy process to create your submission tasks in Article Daemon as it is in Ultimate Daemon. So let's go and walk through this real quick. Account profiles, of course, these are for all the accounts that you're going to create. In fact, we're going to create an account profile in this video. Import, export accounts. So if I wanted to export all of the accounts that I have to Ultimate Daemon, I can, and it's pretty seamless. They've really focused on trying to make this an easy upgrade path for you. Of course, similar functions here to Ultimate Daemon. Of course, got the global proxies, have all your ping servers, your visual aids, and then generate reports and export live links. So what I want to do is kind of show you if we were to create a task, an article task, it's the same layout, right? So you select your sites, and we can select all those. We're going to create account profiles, and there's some pretty neat things here. So this is the same with Ultimate Daemon as well. Let's say that we want to start off with an article about article marketing. So what you can do is hit extract the seed article, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you an actual article that you're going to want to go in here and spin and kind of make it your own, right? But it really helps if you have kind of that writer's block. It's a really easy way to get some articles up and running really quickly. So let's go ahead and close this. All right, and what I want to do is I want to create some accounts. So we're going to create some article directory accounts. And what I want to do is I want to select all of these accounts. So I come up here to select all. And typically what I like to do is create accounts before I submit any content. All right, now I usually like to give it a day, at least 6 hours. So we're going to add all of those. And you can see it's adding the sites. And that'll just take a second. And let's see, we're about halfway done now. The nice thing with Article Daemon, as with Ultimate Daemon, is you can actually add links into your content, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. It's called contextual links, but it's really going to help to improve the overall kind of linking ability of Article Daemon. A few other kind of highlights with Article Daemon is, one, just like the other Ultimate Daemon and even Article Daemon version 1, it's really easy to create accounts. And in fact, it's much easier in Article Daemon 2 than it ever has been before. So let's go and create accounts real quickly. Let's go and create an account profile. Okay. And here, I'm going to call this profile name I'm going to call it just account profile 1. Here you see the spin names. All right, it's going to take the first, last names. You can see where it says it has usernames with these 2 digits. You can actually replace this whole thing if you want to, and create your own first, last name usernames. So you can kind of spin it and create yourself. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to leave this as is. Typically, I would change this. I don't like having a username with 2 digits. It looks really spammy. And then, of course, it spins your password. And here, what I'm going to do is I already created a cPanel account. All right, and I'm going to tell cPanel And it's going to take all the information there, type in my password. All right, test settings. And it should give us a success here in a bit. No, okay, on it. Let's see what we did here. Might have typed in the wrong email address. Let me test it again. Okay, I did. So it was connected, so that's good to go. We're going to hit OK. And if you scroll down, we can add some avatar pictures if you like. And this is pretty easy. You just map it to a file that you have that might have some preloaded images in there. It's going to give you the city. It's going to give you the state associated with the city and the zip codes, which is pretty nice. You can do an author's bio here, but again, I'm not gonna worry about that. Just creating these accounts, and then the website URL if you want to as well. Okay. I'm going to use global proxies, and let's go ahead and save this. Oh, author bio is okay. They're going to force me to create an author bio here. Oh, let's see. This will actually give us a chance to look at some of the spin features. Can't type today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and spin some of this. And typically you would put a website in here. You can actually even spin the websites that you want to have in this description box, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I just want to show you how to create these account profiles. Let's go to mass replace synonyms. Yes. Okay. And see what it did is it automatically replaced all the synonyms. So now I have a fully spun author's bio, which is pretty great. Website title. Let's go ahead and spin this as well. All right, and what I'm going to do is if you hit the tab key, if you highlight the whole thing, it'll allow me to automatically spin some more text in there. So article marketing tips, I'm just going to put some general ones in there. All right, and that should be good. That's all I want to do for the time being. And you see it spun right here for you. Website URL, I'm going to go ahead and put in. And that's where this post is going to end up. Okay, and then it has a phone number. So you can see it's pretty easy to create the initial account profile. Let's go ahead and hit save. Okay, and so now I have account profile. I have all the sites listed that I want to create an account on. Project name is under default, and that's this guy right here. All right, I could have named another project if I wanted to. Not all that important. I want to go ahead and submit now and verify emails after 10 minutes. Now you can take this down to 3, but your success ratio is going to be quite a bit lower. So typically 10's good. Enable account protection, and I like to keep this a little slower. I'm in no hurry, and usually the slower it is, the more successful you are, so I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and once I hit save, it's going to do it automatically. If you click schedule for later, and this is important if you're also dripping articles, is you can tell it to schedule it starting today, and then over several days or weeks if you want to. You can have it spread randomly or spread evenly. It's a really nice feature, and really EdwinSoft does probably one of the best jobs when it comes to dripping articles that I've found anyway. So you can either save to draft, but we're not going to do that. You can add notes if you want to as it relates to this project. I'll just do account creation for article directories. All right, and then we're going to hit update, and then we're going to hit save. And what it's doing is it's setting up the account, setting up the task, and now it's setting up the schedule. We're telling it to go now. So what I hit is start, and what you're going to see is it's starting to open up all of these accounts. So we have 2,300 that are currently pending, and what's going to happen is it's going to fill out all the information. It's going to come over here to the mailbox, and here after a while we'll start seeing some emails populate into this field here. Article Daemon will go in there, it'll verify the emails were sent, it'll click on the verification link, and it'll create your account, which is a really nice feature. And as you can see, we can do up to 10 threads. We can really kick that up to about 23. Let's go to 40 threads. Right, so now we're really getting a lot of this done quickly. And I have visual aid enabled, of course. Now, one of the other things while this is running, I want to take you over here to the site scraper. So the site scraper allows you to add additional sites based on their footprint, right? So in URL popular articles.php, and let's see if this is going to allow me to run it. In addition to submitting all of the accounts, you can see that it's scraping page 1. And what it'll do is it'll go into a Google friendly mode, okay, which is going to prevent temporary IP bans. And you can see that it's waiting for waiting, and then it's going to hit page 204, and then it'll so you see 1 of 202, and then it's going to wait for about another 20 seconds, and it will go to page 3 of 4 and then 4 of 4, and we'll go ahead and wait, and I'll show you how easy it is to take your list from here and then take it right into your site detector. So and you can see some of these here: sports, practicedrills.com, populararticles.php, golf articles, right? So it's picking up some really good sites here. I'm curious to actually see how many of these I actually already have. Okay, and now it's scanning page 4 of 4, and so it's basically scraped 347 records. All right, and what I want to do is let's go to auto run. I should have clicked that ahead of time. Article. Oh, okay. Now what it's not going to let me do is submit the site detector while it's running this over here. Okay, but it did allow you to scrape it. Tell you what I'm going to do. If I can find a good stopping point here. Tell you what I'll do is I'll go ahead and wait for this to process, and then I'll stop the video. We'll come back and I'll show you the site scraper as well. But here you can see it's completed 4 already. So if we go to the inbox or mailbox, let me go ahead and hit this. And here's a user activation link for that one there. So it looks like some of the sites didn't require a user activation link, which is great. But what I'll go ahead and do is I'll let this process. It's going to take a little while, and even with 40 threads running, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about the scraper, and we'll load these articles into the site detector. I'll talk to you here in just a few. It won't be but a second for you. Okay, folks, we're back again. All right, so we created accounts and it finished. You can see processed 100% just a few minutes ago. So what we're looking at here is how many were completed, right? How many needed attention. And what this tells you is if you go over here to task log, let's go over here, and what it's going to show you is all of these accounts have been created successfully, right? If you click down over here on erroneous items, what it's going to tell you is why they weren't, why the accounts weren't created, right? So in some cases, and you can see some of these, the sites just weren't available, right? It's going to tell you sign up page not found, site could be down, try later. Sign up page not found. So it's going to give you the error here. And what you can do after you look through the errors is that you can actually fix some of the errors. So account creation failed. Site could have made changes to combat automation tools. So let's see if we found one connection error. All right, you can have this reset retry limits, so it'll try it again. Okay, and in fact you can do that with all of them. So if down the road you wanted to go in there and see if you can get more accounts created, it's a good idea to go ahead and wait a few days or even just a few hours to be able to do that, right? And then you can rerun this whole list again. So it's a really useful tool. I'm not going to worry about it right now for this kind of demo. So let's go ahead and let me close this out. And we're back again. Now, if we go over here to accounts, we got to stop the submitter. If we go to accounts, then we see all of the accounts, and a pending account creation. So these still need to be verified. Let's go over here to the mailbox, and here are all of the activation links. Now, the real, if you think about this, this was able to create, 1,700 accounts in about an hour, maybe in about an hour and a half, which is a huge time saver. There's no way that you'd be able to create 1,700 accounts in such a short period of time. It would take you literally days to do that. Now, what I want to discuss now is the scraper. So here's the list that we scraped earlier. And what I want to do is I want to run this through the site detector. So let's go ahead and launch the site detector. And here we go. And what you're going to find is it has 287. It's going to tell us all of our duplicates, what our successes were, and unable to detect right here. Okay. And then, of course, connection errors are the site may not be up for whatever reason. You can always go back and try those again. But you can see this moves pretty quickly. So we're about 40% done. We have 24 are duplicates, which doesn't surprise me. And it's also a good idea to rerun these lists again, and I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty quick. We'll go ahead and let this finish up. 53, 55. I have a lot of duplicates. The list, if you purchase this through Ultimate Daemon Review, you'll get access to the Ultimate Daemon bonus, which has tons of lists in there. And I try to keep the article directories updated as much as possible, but some of the sites die pretty quickly. So, okay, so out of the list that we ran, we have 2 that were successful, right, and 62 that were duplicate, which means that I already had them in my list. And again, you can change the footprint, to whatever you want to. And in fact, there's some really good footprints out there. If you order again, go to our member site and you can find a bunch of footprints there that are also shared by our users. So typically what you would do is you would run this again, and you can wait for a little while, but we're just going to run it just for demo purposes. And what it's doing is it's going in there and it's trying to find the footprints associated with these sites. It's trying to find the login page. And you see all these connection errors. So let's go and give this just a little bit more time. And in the next video, what I'll do is I'll actually submit an article to all of the article directories. I usually like to give it, like I said, a few hours, up to a day, or even a few days. It's something that it looks really awkward if you create the account and you submit an article right away, because nobody really does that, right, in real life. So what I'm going to I'll let the accounts kind of season, if you will. And I think we're going to be done here. Okay, we're all done. So that is a quick overview of Article Daemon. Again, what we did is we basically went in and we created new accounts, which are right here. And I'm going to wait for some of these pending accounts to activate. And what'll typically happen is that Ultimate Daemon will go in here and it'll try to activate those accounts again. And then what we'll get into once I start submitting some of the accounts is, here's the other thing. You can click here and you can also see the accounts that you have created. So you can create multiple accounts within the same article directory, right? Which is not a bad idea if you have some sites with a high page rank. The last thing I guess I can share with you, and of course it's going to take a little while, so I don't think I'm going to do it. Let me pull that down a little bit. Is you can come over here to sites, all right, and if we want to get the page rank for all of these sites, because obviously we want to make sure we're ranking on just some of the better sites, or excuse me, that we're backlinking just to some of the higher page rank sites, is I can go ahead and highlight all of these sites here. And you do that just by shift and page down. I found the easiest way to do it. And in fact, I already ran the scan PageRank, IP, and Alexa ranking. I'm just going to show you kind of what you do to do that. All right, so we have 2,300 sites. Okay, so what you do is you come over here to scan PageRank, IP, Alexa, and Web of Trust, and it gives you the whole list. You can use your proxies if you want to. You can tell it what to scan, and it'll scan all of those for you. I did this earlier, so I'm not going to do it now, but it's also going to tell you, are they healthy, not healthy, in terms of submission. So you can rank these however you want to, right? If you want to rank this, all the sites with a by reputation, you can. You have vendor reliability, privacy. This is all Web of Trust stuff. You can rank it by, do they need CAPTCHAs, yes or no, by page rank, right? And so, in fact, one thing that I've done in the past is I've created just accounts on my page rank 2 and up, and you can create multiple accounts, so you'll have multiple accounts down here for the same site, which is a great way to really syndicate your content. In fact, it's probably a best practice if you did it that way. Anyway, that's it for Article Daemon version 2. It's quite a bit different from previous versions of Article Daemon, and because it uses the new engine that was recreated for Ultimate Daemon, you still get some really great performance. It's really easy to use, and it's a great tool to have in your toolbox if you don't want to make the plunge and buy Ultimate Daemon. I believe the price of Article Daemon is $97. It's a one-time fee, and I believe you get lifetime upgrades. Don't quote me on that, though. I need to double check. Anyway, hope this video was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment or send me an email. Thanks.